This is such a heavy question. I do feel a little bit like these are pageant questions and I'm failing miserably. Like they're like, and off the stage you go. You know, like your redneck is showing, you can leave.
They get the big hook and just drag you off.
Exactly. I feel. I don't, when I think about like impacting the world and my country and the universe, I don't know, that feels like we're so grandiose. Like, is that even a thing? Welcome to Meredith for Real, the Curious Introvert. That's me. I'm Meredith and I collect people. For real. You never know who I'm going to meet next. So come listen as I put my curiosity to good use. Every week, I'll introduce you to someone new and we'll talk about ways to stay curious and grow. Big thanks to our location sponsor, Delta Life Fitness in Pace, Florida, the 30-minute women's group fitness plan you can actually stick with.
Hey guys, I'm not Meredith, for real. I am Ramsey Coates of Strictly Social, of We Are Wed Talks, of the Co-work Annex, of Any Day DJ. That's a mouthful.
All the things.
All the things. So for this episode, we're going to be Meredith's Curiositors. Did I say that right?
Yeah, that's them.
Okay. They have sent in some questions, and we're going to go
Boom.
At random. Surprise, surprise.
From my planter.
It's a beautiful planter, by the way.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Amazon.
I've just recently gotten into plants. I ordered from deskplants.com. Shout outs.
Okay.
I'm not an influencer yet. I'm for them. But they're for brown thumbs.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's good.
So it's been fun actually getting to know my plants. And I see them. They're supposed to not, dehydrate or whatever, but I see them after a day or two, and they're like, and I give them water, and they're like,
oh.
So I like my plants.
That's great. I do too. But they let me borrow this. So
Okay.
We have all the listener questions in here that everyone sent in. So, yes.
All right. So do you want me to pick? Do you want me to
You pick.
All right.
You pick.
Here we go. All right. Question number 1.
You have to read the question out loud.
I am. Double income, no kids. Your observation of those of us with kids.
Yes. My observation of those of you with kids is that some of you are very bad salespeople for having kids. That was my initial thought when I read this question, because I'll meet people, usually women, and they'll say, he's like rechecking the question. They'll usually say a long paragraphs of complaints about their children. It includes horrific, graphic things about childbirth and cracked nipples. And then they're like, oh, but kids are wonderful. You should have them. And I'm like, that is the worst sales pitch I've ever heard. Next question.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, question number 2. I don't know why I turned into a game show host right now.
Yeah, I think it's the DJ in you.
As the curious introvert, when you have the most gone out of your comfort zone?
When have I gone most out of my comfort zone?
When have you gone the most out of your comfort zone?
Every week there are moments where I'm out of my, I'm if a person can be used to being out of their comfort zone, then I am a lot. But one incident that stands out was when I first moved to Pensacola. I was an adult literacy advocate for Learn to Read of Northwest Florida, and I was with a student who was learning English. She already knew English, but she needed to improve her English. And we hit it off, and she invited me to a birthday party where everyone would naturally be speaking Spanish. I don't think she expected me to show up, but I did, and with my then boyfriend, now husband. And I was very out of my comfort zone because I only knew her. Everyone there was speaking Spanish, and my husband speaks no Spanish. So really, he should get the award for the person most outside of his comfort zone, because he came and just sat down, watched soccer with someone, and then I continued to attempt to mingle in Spanish.
Nice.
But now that's not that unusual, which is kind of the point, is like every time you push yourself, then the next thing is slightly less horrific.
Mm-hmm.
So
Can't grow in your comfort zone.
no, you can't.
Question number 3. What led you to this podcast? Your journey here? What and what excites you about it?
Well, doing Mary Kay for so many years, I realized over the years that my favorite part of sitting down with a woman across the table from her was getting the part where I got to know her, the part where I got to ask her questions about her life, and maybe she had a profession that I'd never known about before, or experience that I had never had any I couldn't relate to. Digging into that part of her that was different than me became my favorite part. And when I discovered podcasts, I realized that it was a platform to do that. But that was the whole part of it. So, and then through the on-camera experience, through doing commercial modeling, and really enjoying making like a finished product, combining those two in a way that inspires other people to be more curious was just really exciting for me. So, I'm inspired by the process. I'm inspired by the people. I'm inspired by the excuse to have people in front of me for like a concentrated amount of time and have permission to pepper them with questions. I love all of it.
Well, like I said to you before, your curiosity is inspiring, and it helps me because I'm like, just ask the daggone question, Ramsey,
Yeah.
And you're a natural curiosity, so it doesn't seem like you're being inquisitive, because when you're asking me stuff about the podcast and everything, it's just natural. It doesn't seem like, hey, I have a question. You're just like, hey, what do you think about this, or what? And it's good.
Good. I don't want anyone to feel interrogated.
No. You do a good job of that.
Thanks.
Question number 4. What is your greatest accomplishment?
When I think about the thing I'm most proud of, like I think about this is an insight into my brain. Are you ready? So this is like, it's a web. So I think accomplishment, I think pride. I think, what am I proud of? I think of my marriage. But is my marriage an accomplishment? That feels weird. So I kind of want to say I am most proud of my relationship with my husband, but there's a lot of just like, I'm really just blessed with that. I don't know that other than working on myself as a person, that I don't know that I can say that's an accomplishment. I got really lucky. So, but that to be honest, that's the thing that I think of the most. So, but I'm also very proud of the podcast, and I'm proud of just like who I am as a person and always growing. So it's kind of a continual thing. There's not like one achievement that sticks out, or award or anything like that. It's just that constant. I like who I am. I like me.
I like you too.
Thanks.
I feel like I have to say a number now. Question number 5. We're on this track.
I mean, why not?
All right. What impact do you want to have on your community, on your country, and on the world?
This is such a heavy question. I do feel a little bit like these are pageant questions, and I'm failing miserably. Like, they're like, and off the stage you go. Like, your redneck is showing, you can leave.
They get the big hook and just drag you off.
Exactly. I do, I feel. I don't, when I think about like impacting the world and my country and the universe, I don't know, that feels like we're so grandiose. Like, is that even a thing? I just want to make the legacy that I want to leave is when people are around me, that they feel valued and loved. And they may not remember what my favorite food is or details about my life, but they'll remember how they felt when they were around me, and that they felt like a little bit more motivated, a little bit more inspired, a little bit more
curious.
Yeah. I do want to inspire people to dig into the world around them also, and not just be in their world. And when you're comfortable with yourself and you feel good about yourself, it is easier. But it's kind of like chicken or egg, because when you're not self-focused, you do feel good about yourself. Mm-hmm. But when you're totally like all in your head, mm-hmm. it's a dangerous neighborhood in there. You gotta get out.
This is a good one. I like this one.
Okay.
Question number 6.
I was wondering if you're going to lose the count. I would.
That's why I had to straighten them out. I was like, okay, if I'm going to do
Question
this.
B5.
Question 27.
Yeah.
There's only 25, Ramsey. Oh.
Don't worry about it.
How do you know what question to ask during an interview?
Yes. Part of it is just my natural curiosity. It's two parts. Part of it is I do think of questions beforehand based on what I want to draw out of the person I'm interviewing, that I feel will like add the most value to the conversation for my listeners. And the second part is just really being in the moment and truly listening to what that person is saying and not just waiting for them to stop talking so I can ask the next question, because it needs to be a balance of, an organic interaction and a focused, content-rich product for the listener.
Good job.
Thanks.
Having trouble picking one out? Here we go. Question 7. What was your excuse me? What was your most kindest act towards a person, animal, or place in need until this day?
Yeah. Two things come to mind. Animal was Blue Angel Weekend a few years ago. We rescued a huge Kemp's Redley turtle. It swam up to shore while my husband was paddleboarding, and it had a treble hook, pole, and like fishing line attached to it. So an entire fishing pole with a treble hook.
Oh my jeez.
The treble hook's like,
yep.
And you're not supposed to fish off the pier with a treble hook, and
right.
Obviously somebody was. It hooked to the fin of the turtle. The turtle probably got tired, saw the shadow of Garrett's paddleboard, and it was just crazy. It was Blue Angel Weekend because it would have been insanity if it came all the way to shore. So
right.
Garrett hollered for me to come out, and my dad, my whole family's there, like all our friends. Dad had a needle nose plier in his pocket because, as one does, you put needle nose pliers in the pockets of your board shorts.
Because he's a dad, of course.
Because he's a dad
yes.
and a Boy Scout. And we were able to do all that. Plus, I volunteered with the Navarre Sea Turtle Conservation Center, so I had the right people's numbers scheduled in my phone, so I was able to give them GPS coordinates, and we obviously rescued the turtle, but we were also able to report it, and that was really cool. So, and then the human one was a long time ago. There was a little boy walking down the road in Nebraska, close to where I lived, and he was just bawling his eyes out, and he was way too little to be walking by himself. I don't remember his first name, but his last name was Hall. And that was my last name at that time, so I remember that. And I just, I was going to work, but I turned around and, held his hand and walked with them and called the police. And I really don't remember much about it except for that. Then I cried all the way to work. Aww. But I don't remember why he was crying or why he was alone. So, yeah. Those are my memories.
That's sweet. Mm-hmm. And that's what Melissa said, too. We were talking about the cannabis class and everything and talking about the meetup. And she was like, Meredith is just genuinely sweet.
Oh.
You're just a sweet person.
Well, thank you.
You are.
Remember that when I'm ornery to you.
Say what?
Nothing.
Question 8. What keeps you up at night?
I do not understand this question. This question keeps me up at night, Chris, who asked this question. I can't figure out if this question is literal, what literally keeps me up at night. Nothing. I sleep pretty good. If it's what bothers you deeply, then the answer is injustice. When things are not right, then that bothers me deeply.
Question number 9, and this is a long one.
Oh.
At a recent yoga session, the instructor asked the class to choose a word of the year for 2020.
Hey everyone, it's time to take a quick minute and show gratitude to our sponsors who make this show possible and give you some special offers. Delta Life is ladies group fitness in Pace, Florida, and I've been a member since 2016. I get bored super easy, and I am great at talking myself out of exercise, like expert level 5,000. So have having a class to show up that's different every time has been winner, winner, chicken dinner for me. And with it just being 30 minutes, there's really no reason not to go. Plus, they do fun social stuff like Christmas pajama parties, little black dress events, and challenges. You can get your first class free to try it out. You can even come with me. There's no annual contract. It's all fitness levels, free childcare. Plus, if you mention the Meredith for Real podcast on your first visit, you'll get a free 5-pack of classes so you can really see if you like it. Check them out at deltalifefitness.com.
This word represents a resolution to strive for during the year. What is your word for 2020?
I'll take explore for 1,000.
How did I know you were going to say that?
Really?
No, I'm just joking.
Oh, okay. Yep, that's my word.
Okay.
Explore.
Question 10. We're getting through these.
We are.
How do you find your guest?
I'm very fortunate that there's a lot of interesting people in my life and in my past. So, but here's the thing, and this is like the whole shtick of the podcast, right? Interesting people are everywhere. They're not always the people with thousands of followers on social media. You just have to ask the right questions. But because I have been asking questions for a long time, I have this beautiful collection of fascinating, wonderful people because I ask the questions. But you have interesting people in your life too. Everybody does. You just need to know what questions to ask. Like when you go to the restaurant, you know, ask the server the questions. You'll find things out about people that you didn't, that will really surprise you. So I find people in my current life, you know, from the past, YouTube. I'll find people on YouTube. And then sometimes guests that are on the show will refer me to other guests. And then sometimes it's by subject. Like, for example, I think it'd be really cool to talk with a mortician who has a personality and is good at storytelling. I haven't found one yet, but sometimes I'll just have these random ideas and then I try to find the person to match the idea. And other times it's the person first.
So I have a question.
Yes.
Off of that.
Okay.
You know how you say hello to people, everybody's like, hey.
Yes.
How are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
What do you say?
I say the same thing.
You don't ask more questions?
I think it's different per person. Depends on what their vibe is. A lot of it probably I'm not aware of, cognitively, now I'm going to do this. Boom, 5 steps to getting to know someone.
Mm-hmm.
I see what their body language is. Also, it's my mood. I mean, this makes it sound like I'm constantly cheery and, I am the curious introvert. So sometimes I'm don't talk to me, I go through the drive-through because I don't want to go in. Or I get groceries delivered because I don't want to go to the grocery store. True story. But sometimes I like to make people laugh. And I feel like if you can make people laugh, then it breaks the ice. Mm-hmm. And so I don't necessarily start asking questions right away. But if I'm in line at the grocery store, again, to use that example, and there's a way to make a joke, that I might make a joke with someone, and it'll start into some small talk, and then maybe I'll ask a question. So.
And I was asking for selfish reasons because at the co-work annex, I have all these members and I want to give them a better experience of community and showing that I care about them, because I do. But you see them all the time, so I'm always like, hey, how you doing? They're like, hey, how you doing? I'm doing well. Okay.
Yeah, so different icebreakers.
Yeah. I guess that's what I was trying to get from you, is some different icebreakers.
And an office scenario is really tough too because, your office scenario is different because everyone's self-employed. Mm-hmm. But in an office scenario where you're not self-employed, it's tricky because you're always wondering why that person's asking you that question. Because sometimes over-disclosing in an office situation can work against you. Mm. So, but in your scenario, you could maybe have coffee with them or something, mm-hmm. as a part of getting to know you and adding value to them. And sometimes in that scenario, getting an idea for improvement is a great icebreaker. Hey, I need your opinion on this. Mm. Because hey, what's your favorite color is weird. Like, that's bizarre. But like, hey man, can you come look at this real quick? I really want your opinion. And then you start to get to know that person through their ideas and what they think about the things that are relevant to that office space.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're on question 11 now.
Ooh, all right.
What inspires you?
People. People inspire me. People.
All right. I'm going to start motoring through these.
Okay.
Question 12. Who are you most proud of?
Who am I most proud of?
It says you are most proud of.
Oh, okay.
So I threw the who in there.
Who are you most proud of? I think it's supposed to be what are you most proud of?
I think you
are most proud of. Okay.
Oh, okay. You are most proud of.
Oh, maybe that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Interpreting Facebook questions, everyone. Okay. I am most proud of, well, I said my marriage earlier.
Mm-hmm.
That does come to mind. So that's a little bit.
And you've already said the podcast too.
Yeah. I am really proud of the way that I have grown as a person, which I alluded to as well, but it's not true. So yeah, I have to say that again. Feel like I've grown a lot.
You have. From a wee bitty lad.
Wee lad.
Okay, I like this one. Not that I didn't like the other ones, but I really like this one.
Okay.
Question 13. What/who are your podcast inspirations? I know the answer to that one.
You do know the answer to that one. Joe Rogan
I thought you were going to say Caleb.
Oh, yes. Ramsey and Caleb are my inspiration. I love the way Joe Rogan interviews. I love the way, I like the way he is when he's listening. And you can see that he's just like, yeah. He did one with Russell Brand recently, where Russell Brand was all fired up about Joe hunting. And you could tell the questions that Russell Brand was asking was like setting Joe up to, put him in a corner and like, I don't know. And Joe was just super chill about it and explained his point of view really calmly. And I really admire that. The other person is Tom Bilyeu of Impact Theory podcast. His interviewing style is completely different. But there's parts of how he does his production that I really am inspired by.
Question 14. What is the craziest adventure you have gone on?
Probably when we were in Central America, either time. The first time we helped people get unstuck out of a river.
Oh, wow.
By we, I mean I sat in the back seat of the truck. Like I didn't really do anything, but I was so excited because we were in this awesome Helix truck, which we don't have in the States. It's just made for like the rugged terrain of Central America. And the guy we were with, Ron Osti, he's just a badass dude. And he's like, we're going to, help these people out of the river. And it was some guy that took the wrong way through the river when the tide was high, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we drug him out and everyone was fine. And the cops like drove by as we were doing that. We're like, yeah, don't stop. It's fine. We got this. And then did a bat cave and crossed the border. And yeah, so Central America in general was an adventure.
That sounds awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Question 15. What has been your greatest life lesson?
Greatest life lesson.
Excuse me, I'm sorry about that.
Is actually from my husband because it's about friendship. I used to be really like, the part of me that's introverted and very literal had trouble making friends as a kid. And so I either had one friend or my dog. And that was it. And only one of those at a time, by the way, because it was like, no, I have one friend, seat's taken. I don't need another friend. Like, and it was just so, I don't know, like I overthought everything and it was very anxiety filled. And and like if a person didn't align with my every belief or opinion, I'm like, well, we can't be friends. And then when I met Garrett, I noticed the wide variety of friends that he has. I mean, like a wide variety. And I realized that he loves everyone for where they're at that time in their life, and just loves them as they are. And he doesn't expect anything different from them. He appreciates them for who they are and the way that they're friends best. So like, you have friends in life that you go to the bar with. You have friends in life that you go surfing with, but you may not have coffee with, you know, like you have friends that you exercise with at the gym and you're like pump you up buddy, but you might not want to be in a book club with that person.
Right.
So I didn't realize that. These are probably really obvious things to other people, but it really allowed me to make friends because I realized there was not this pressure I was putting on myself to have an everything friend.
Right.
Like an everything bagel. It's not necessary. You have different friends for different things. And if you have friends that cross the spectrum of multiple scenarios, then you're just really blessed.
I agree. Question 16. What is the best advice you've ever received and why? And who gave that advice? Sounds like the last question.
I love two-part questions. Do you know why? It's because I can't remember, like, I'm like, wait, what? What's the question? Are there 5 questions? So the best advice was from my mom. Growing up being that nervous, kind of anxiety-filled ADD kid, I always had trouble with new experiences and, like, trying new things, which is hilarious now because, you know, people that keep up with me on social media, they're like, I run into them in real life, and they're like, I literally am always excited to see what you're going to post because I never know what you're going to do next. And I'm like, yeah, it's a great way to live my life. I love it. But I wasn't like that. But my mom would say, treat everything like an experiment. Because when I would get nervous about things, I felt like a lifelong commitment to do this thing right. It was going to be on my record or something. And she would tell me to treat everything like an experiment. So I do. So when I go and try new things, I realize, like, if I don't like it, it's an experiment.
Part of life.
Yeah.
Okay. We are under a minute.
Okay.
I'm going to try a lightning round.
Okay, let's do it.
Question 17. If money were a non-issue, where would you live and how would you choose to spend your days?
I don't know where I would live because I haven't been there yet. I need to travel the world first to know where I'd live. I'd probably live here, and then I would travel a lot.
Question 18. Being self-employed, how do you stay motivated?
I know the life that I want to live and how I want to feel every day, and every night before I go to bed, I make a plan.
I'm getting the sign from our man, Caleb. We need to go ahead and wrap this up.
Okay.
So thank you for having me on as your moderator.
Yes.
Game show host.
Yeah. And thank you, the listeners, for sending in questions. And there may be a bonus episode, so that'll be out via email with the rest of the questions. So text REAL to 66866. 66866. It's not the devil, I promise. And you'll get on the email and see the bonus episode.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you for having me.
Woo.
Boom.
Oh, that was funny. That was good. Thanks for listening. If you liked this episode, share it with your friends and leave a review. You can also watch the episodes on YouTube. There's hidden curious caches in each episode, and the first 2 people to find them win a prize. So be sure to get my emails for clues and other insider perks at meredithforreal.com.